999, 1,000. You ready to get pumped up? 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, push-up, sit-up, odd object row with a 1-minute plank after every round. We're first going to talk about the movements, and then we're going to talk about modifications. So let's start by chatting about our push-up. Lindsay's going to start in a strong plank position. She's going to make sure that her chest touches the ground every time. Strong lockout at the top, making sure that her hips stay off the ground the whole time and elbows track back and down. Now, from here, we're going to talk about our sit-up. There's 3 different ways to do the sit-ups. We can either have our feet out in front. We can have them butterflied or knees bent. Now, make sure that your shoulders touch in the back, and in the front, your shoulders are in front of this little line that your hip makes. Our last movement is going to be an odd object row or a dumbbell row, depending on what you have. Now, with the dumbbell, we can either grab it by both heads, depending on how heavy it is, making sure that we hinge and row pretty much right to our belly button, or we can go with a one-arm row. Both are totally fine. Depending on the weight of the dumbbell, you could also do this at a tempo, maybe 3 seconds up, 3 seconds pause, and 3 seconds back down. Now, we're going to run through a bunch of modifications, but before we do that, let's give a quick demo of our plank. In our plank position, it just looks like this. Strong press up, everything's nice and tight, trying to eliminate the space in our upper back. If she was to relax here, we see that it starts to cave. We want Lindsay to press through the ground and hold a strong plank position. If you need to break up the plank, totally fine. Now, let's run through some modifications for our push-ups. If you have a bench or something at your house, a couch, you can certainly modify the push-up by just putting your hands up there and maintaining those same points of performance, making sure the chest touches, pressing away every time. We could also come back down to the ground for a knee push-up. Again, chest touches, pressing away at the top, full extension of those arms. Now, for the ab mat sit-up or for the sit-up, we don't need to modify that movement. We could certainly bring the reps down if needed. If we don't have a dumbbell for the row, we could certainly use an odd object, and the same rules apply here. We could go double hand or single, and again, you could go tempo style here. Additionally, if you have a pull-up bar at the house or you have rings, that would work really well. My recommendation is don't go 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 of strict pull-ups. I would probably cut that number in half. You could also cut the number of push-ups in half, same thing, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Today's workout, the strategy is let's feel the burn, let's get pumped, let's not worry about how fast we're going, let's really focus on our range of motion, doing good quality reps.